you, recording
Hey.
lady. Thank you, recording lady. Hi, everybody. Crazy Raw Goddess here with you today with Breathing Theory. That we have been working on this for several weeks now. So, introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, and let's do this thing.
Hey, guys. It's Corey. I am the vocalist of Breathing Theory, if you did not know.
Cool, cool. So now, like, I've been playing you for a while, every single so far. Tell me a little bit about your band that you think people might want to know.
A little bit about the band that I think people might want to know. So I was raised like super religious, you know, part of my life. I grew up in North Carolina. So one fun fact that you would know, or you kind of would have to just pay attention to, I guess. I don't curse or use any sort of like profanity in my lyrics and stuff.
Really?
Like none. Yeah, there's no cuss words in my lyrics. Now, whether that be moralistic or, you know, something to do with that, I just in my heart feel like if a 9-year-old, you know, popped our CD in and started jamming to it, I wouldn't want there to be anything in, like, I just don't want it to be language that, like, that 9-year-old kid can't comprehend and kind of relate to.
Well, yeah. Or that they couldn't sing out loud because they're not.
Yeah, and then in that same token, the reverse side of that is I also write conceptually in a way that, like, you could be 9 or you could be 69. Like, either way, whatever I'm writing about, either one of those minds should be able to, like, take in that. That's kind of how I just like to write. Just super broad.
So how long has the band been together?
The band's been together. See, you asked like the great question.
Oh, shit, I asked weird questions, didn't I?
I started the band back when I was like 17, 18 years old. I actually used to play guitar as well, and we were a lot like Chevelle in the beginning. So sometime around, I just always tell myself like 18, because around that time I started recording demos and all that kind of stuff. So let's think. Let's see. That's 10 years. We're talking, I would say, literally like 10 years.
Wow.
10
Damn.
years, like right around 10 years. Because we played like our first actual show in, I don't know, like 2004, but then we just kind of didn't know what we were doing for a while, so then we sparked it back up and played again in like 2008. So there's like that weird gap there. Where, like, do you count that gap or do you just skip past that gap because we only played like 1 or 2 shows? So it's like, I'm just gonna go in 2008, you know.
Okay, well that's a good one. That works. Okay, so how would you describe your live show to somebody who's never seen you play live? I've never seen you play live, so describe your live show to me.
I would say our live show is pretty awesome. Like, we just kind of build up from the intro. I'm very, like I said, like I try to come out of my shell on stage, so I'm like very more animated, more I don't know, you know, obviously like everybody's jumping up on their boxes and they're head banging. We all kind of like get into like a sync when we do stuff like that, and I would say our live show is a fun ride because you're going to get like some heaviness, you're going to get like some like, you know, just like some grooviness, like, okay, this feels good, and then you're going to get some stuff to sing along to, and it's usually
stuff to get a lighter
ride.
Out for.
Yeah, we do have the lighter
not
songs.
Not a lighter anymore, but
it's your cell phone screen now. We definitely do have the cell phone screen songs. I actually on my cover photos on Facebook, like if you scrolled through them, one of them was actually a picture from when we played House of Blues and we were playing Fireflies, and like they all started pulling their phones out for Fireflies, and it like got dark in there. I was like, that's so awesome. So just imagine all of that rolled into one.
So do you have a favorite song to play live?
Do I have a favorite song? I don't know that I have a favorite song. I mean, maybe when we had less songs. Yeah, maybe when there was less on the catalog, I probably had a favorite. But now we have so many songs that there's too many that I enjoy playing. So we just kind of get up there and keep going.
So what drives you as far as being a musician? What drives you? Like, what gets you out of bed and makes you go the next day?
I think, I had this relentless feeling in me that, like, we were all put on Earth for something. And I just kind of had this overwhelming feeling of, like, we were not put here just to work our day jobs, have a great weekend, and go back to it week after week after week after week. Like, that was not the grand design. So I just kind of remind myself, like, I still have breath in my lungs. I still have the desire to perform and to write music. And honestly, I think there's like an addiction to that energy that you feel when the crowd lights up and the stage comes alive, and in that moment we're like it's almost like we're like sharing all this energy. And I think once you've experienced that, like for me, I just work every day trying to get back to that, to where that gets stable enough to where I can do that for a living and stay constant at it. So
do you have a laziest band member?
It's probably gonna be.
He's like, shit, I'm gonna call somebody out now.
I was honestly gonna throw myself under the bus, but I feel like between me, Rob, and Kegan there for a while. Well, no, because Kegan does a lot. Like, Kegan always like either working on guitars or something. So I can't really call. I think the laziest member it'd come down to me or Rob, maybe. But see, Rob's got a baby now. So technically,
that's not lazy then. Yeah, he's going to be a tired guy.
I don't know. And then again, it depends on the setting, Am I the guy that wants to relax and chill after the show? For sure.
Well, you're the guy whose only gear is a microphone, too, so.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, so
I'll take the
you better think about that one. So you guys have played a bunch out live and stuff, so this will be a fun one. What is the weirdest or craziest thing a fan has ever said or done? Don't say any names, but come on. Spill some tea, man.
The craziest thing a fan has ever said or done. Well, we played this casino boat one time, and one of the guy's girlfriends that was like watching us, she like threw her like bra or something at me, and I like the Matrix. I just dodged it, and it like flew past me. Cause like a lot of people don't know, unless you're like really close to me, kind of know me. I'm OCD, so like I just saw like this sweaty like bra coming at me, and I was like, no, pew! It just went past me.
No sweaty grossness, no.
But something else that someone crazy has said, man, I don't know.
Have you gotten a lot of fans that have gotten tattoos of you or your band name or any of that stuff yet?
Yes. We've actually, like, as far as we know, I think there's like 7 people out there with the Breathing Theory symbol tattooed on them. And it's always cool when someone like randomly comes up to you and you're like, hey, check this out, and you're just like, what? So yeah, there's a handful of people out there with it.
So do you guys have any cool shows or festivals or anything fun like that coming up soon?
Crazy, not necessarily. I know that we have some shows in Ohio. We're going to be playing in Akron, and I believe the other show is in Bucyrus. Those shows are coming up. I'm trying to remember. It's something. I'm not the details guy, so don't fault me for this. But if you go to our van page, it's something called the Tiki Stick or the Tiki Stick. So you'll have to look it up because it's like a mini festival thing that we're doing in Ohio. But again, I'm not the details guy. You definitely want to get with Rob or Colin on that.
Okay. Well, I will make a point to make sure that all of your stuff gets linked anyway so people can go follow you. This video will be on YouTube, but part of this interview will go up on Rock Rage. People want to see the whole thing, they got to go over to YouTube and watch it over there. But I always link everybody's socials so that you can find, like, you know, their Facebook page, Twitter, all of that stuff. And I always tag the shit out of everybody. So
that's awesome. So pretty much you'll just let me know when the shareable link's up and.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you so much. This was so difficult for us to try to arrange. We're too busy of people sometimes.
But hey, the thing is, eventually, you know, we will be playing a show somewhere. I don't know. I know you're on the West Coast, but if we happen to have another night where it's like a show night or something like that, and you want to talk like after the show or something, I know that'll work out in your favor because it's later over there. So we can always plan something like that.
And you never know. I kind of go everywhere, so you never know where I might show up to like come see a show. So.
Well, we really, like, one of these days I really do want to play the West Coast. That's something we've never done, but.
Well, get your asses out here. We need some music, man.
We'll get there. One day.
All right. I appreciate you taking so much time with me today and being as cool as you were about my technical issues. We both had them, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Spider-Man is holding my phone in this Ibanez guitar tool bag, so, you know.
Look at that. How cool is that? That Spider-Man is helping.
We're making the best of it.
Right on. Could you do me a favor? I appreciate you. It was so much fun to finally meet you.
I appreciate you taking the time to talk.
Well,